Next up, as I'm walking along, is Carolina Gold Rusher. Just your typical Arrow mine train, I believe, so might as well get the credit here. Probably gonna be rough, but hopefully not as bad as Cedar Creek mine ride. All right, so got off of Carolina Gold Rusher, and that thing was actually kind of fun. It was smoother, definitely smoother than I expected. However, so I don't know, I'm not that tall. Like, I'm like 6 foot, pretty standard, you know, I would say for a guy. But man, those bars, like, I could tell as soon as I sat down, the lap bar on that thing was barely gonna go over my knee. Like, man, I was so stapled in there, and I thought I was in for like the worst ride of my life. My quads survived the ride, so it wasn't that bad. A little rough parts, but I would say it's definitely a better ride. It was more comfortable for me than Cedar Creek mine ride, and it threw in some more fun elements. Obviously, some good helixes. Not bad for an old mine train type of ride, so I'd recommend it if you know, it's not that long of a wait. And that's another thing too, I wanted to mention. I haven't seen posted wait times at the front of the queues. It was the same for Kings Island, actually. I think that's just the way most Cedar Fair parks operate. Maybe I just got used to Cedar Point posting the wait times because they're, you know, one of the bigger ones, or the main park for the chain. But I guess all the wait times are just posted on the apps now. So yeah, that's something just unique I noticed. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna go on my first Vekoma boomerang, believe it or not. I'm gonna try to go on Flying Cobras right now. We'll see how it is. Hopefully not too rough. Let's talk about Flying Cobras. I liked it a lot. So thankfully, they had the good restraints. They were like the soft over-the-shoulder restraints, and so there wasn't any like head banging involved at all. That was one of the worst things I was worried about. So that was good. But man, so like I said, this is my first boomerang coaster I've ever been on. Going backwards for that extended period of time through the whole loop, very disorienting actually. It felt like, I don't know, I felt like a little like I was graying out a little bit toward the end. Really unique feeling. I liked it. I liked that ride. Obviously it's over too quick, and the operations obviously are going to be slow with just a one train ride like that. You can only have one train on the track at a time, obviously, because you're doing the whole circuit and then you're doing it all backwards. Same train, just one track. So yeah, the line, I'm sure the wait will be really long for the main line. Again, thankfully I have the fast lane. Really saves me a lot of time here. So yeah. And overall, the park has, I mean, it's about noon right now, or 12:30. The park has taken a turn. I mean, it's pretty busy now with all these school groups. So I'll show you some of the walking paths now, just filled with groups of people. But yeah, I don't know, I'm gonna do another walk around. I might go out to the car just to put on some AC, gather my thoughts a little bit, maybe have a little lunch in there, and also see if they end up getting Intimidator running for the day. I don't know. Last I saw it was still down, but we'll see. All right, well, I guess I'm right on cue. So that big red one in the background where you see the train going up, looks like they're at least testing it right now. I don't think there are any riders on it. Well, let's go find out. Oh, we have a little band kids show over here. This looks awesome. This is fun. It is Atomic Masterclass. That's the name of the band. That's fun. Well, I guess the breezy trend continues. The wind's definitely picked up a little bit here, and they're not running Windseeker, their version of Windseeker today. That seems to be the trend this week. So hopefully it doesn't pick up enough to affect rides running later on. But so yeah, it should be. Overall, I've gotten to ride a lot more than I did at Cedar Point on opening day Saturday. So that is a definite thumbs up and a positive thing here. Yeah, so let's go see Intimidator if it is up and running. Well, it is a shame Nighthawk isn't running today. This is a real cool, like, little midway area that it's kind of a little shortcut or a cut through. But it would be cool, you know, to have the ride running, like flying over you, but it is not meant to be. All right, we're at the front of Intimidator. It looks like people saw the testing, so they're already starting to form a little line in case they open soon. All right, well, they just opened back up the exit shop, Victory Lane here. So yeah, it should be any minute. All right, it finally opened back up, so let's get on right on Intimidator. All right, for now, heading back out to the car, gonna get into some AC there. It's not that hot out, but figured I'd get away from crowds a little bit. And I made the same mistake again, forgot the wrong, or brought the wrong charger, so got to go back out to the car. I have it in there to recharge my phone a bit, and we'll have a good rest of the day. All right, I am taking a little break back in my car, got my phone charging, and I'm gonna grab the cord this time. Can't believe I made that same mistake again. But yeah, just cooling down in the AC a bit. It's been a great day so far. I knew I wanted to start the day off with Fury 325. Got on that right away 3 times in a row. And Copperhead Strike is definitely my favorite in the park so far. That thing surprised me. But really, other than that, didn't go into the day with much of like a sequential plan, but that's okay. I just wanted to have a good, fun day here. Got in a lot of new coaster credits. I think Vortex is the only one that's running today that I still haven't been on, but was able to get on everything else, so that's awesome. Other than that, it's in the middle of the afternoon, about 2 o'clock. Going to take a couple minutes in here, eat a little late lunch, and close out the day with, I might as well hop on Vortex. I'll just do it. I know that ride, it's a stand-up roller coaster, which are known to be not too forgiving to the male anatomy, if you catch my drift there. But we'll try it just for the coaster credit. After that, I'll probably just finish out the day marathoning Copperhead Strike and Fury 325. And I do have to mention, I know I mentioned it a little bit earlier, but the locker systems here, they're not like Cedar Point or Kings Island. They don't have the, you can transfer your lockers throughout different locker systems in the park. And they're more expensive. Like they were $4 for a 2-hour rental, where it's like $2, I think, at Cedar Point and Kings Island. So I don't know if that's typical, why they're a little more expensive here with the $4, but that's something to keep in mind. So I use a lockers, 2 different lockers this morning, the ones at Fury 325 and the ones at Copperhead Strike. Probably have to use both again this evening. I just don't feel like walking back and forth all the way across the park to get stuff. And I like throwing my hat back on and my sunglasses back on, like right after the ride, unless I get back on right again. But anyway, so the locker systems are a little undesirable. They could definitely improve upon that at the park, but other than that, got a little busier with all the school groups. But yeah, let's cool down here for a few more and we'll head back in, close out the day right. All right, let's head back for a good afternoon. So I'm over here by Vortex, but I don't know if I'm in the mood to go on a stand-up coaster right now. But what do you guys think? Should I do it for the credit? Let me know in the comments. I'm not sure. So yeah, Vortex right behind me, never again. That was quite the unpleasant experience, to say the least. Nothing good came out of that at all. Nothing good came out of that ride. The headbanging, my ears both hurt right now. One of my ears even kind of like suction cups to the side of one of the restraints. That's a one and done roller coaster for me there. I remember Mantis being a lot better than that, especially. Ugh. So over here we have Woodstock Express. More of a kiddie coaster, so I think I might be beyond that for today. I'm not that hungry for coaster credits. But what I think I'm going to do is head over to Intimidator, get one more ride on that, and then work my way back to Afterburn, then Copperhead Strike, then Fury 325. Well, I noticed they are finally testing Windseeker right now. I don't see any riders on it. I don't know if they're going to open it up today or not. All right, got in one more ride on Intimidator. And heading over to Afterbird now. Get one more ride on that today. And I think I set my backpack down in, I think the bin on Intimidator was a little wet because none of my stuff leaked. I double checked, but the bottom of my backpack is definitely wet. And that's the only spot I set it down on, so a little odd. But anyway, let's get on Afterburn here. One last ride on Afterburn for the day, front row. It was awesome. And now I'm gonna go on Copperhead Strike. Probably a marathon this, probably go on it like 3 more times, but yeah, should be a good time to end the day. Gonna put my stuff in the locker now. Got on one more ride on Copperhead Strike. It started raining, or I felt a couple of raindrops during the ride, so I'm heading over to Fury actually, just to make sure I get a ride before they shut it down, if it starts really opening up here with the rain still. I might only have a few minutes. It's actually starting to get a little heavier as I feel it, so I might be done for the day, but I don't know, fingers crossed. Here inside the Fury 325, the Hive store, and I love it. It's almost like a little angry bee, baby Yoda sort of cute thing here. That's awesome. All right, well, over here by Carolina Cyclone, it looks like maintenance is doing something, taking a look at one of the trains in the station. I don't know if that means they're gonna get this up and running any day soon, but you know, I'd like to get the credit if they have it going. Oh, there they go, it's testing right now. Probably won't be opening it today, but maybe there's a chance tomorrow. All right, so it's 10 after 5. Let's see if I can get a couple more rides on Copperhead Strike. Just got 3 more awesome rides on Fury. Now I absolutely understand what people are talking about. That was hauling. So yeah, I immediately take back what I said earlier this morning about Fury, because it just needed to warm up for the day. Nope, that is what I was expecting now. Those afternoon rides were awesome. All right, some Copperhead Strike to close out this wonderful day. It just started raining a little bit again. Subsided for now, so I don't think they closed it down. But yeah, this is a fun one for sure. All right, 3 more rides on Copperhead Strike. That was great. 2 back row, ended it with the front row. Love that ride. It's so much fun. Believe it or not, I'm going to try to do one more on Fury 325 again. Close out the day with lucky number 7. 7th ride of the day, hopefully. Not sure if I'll get over there in time, but fingers crossed, maybe I can get a back row ride. They let you pick what rows in the mornings because, you know, they don't have anybody waiting in the station, but they make, you know, you can't choose your row when it's busy later in the day for sure. And it makes their operations super fast. So there's a reason behind everything there. So the crew is great. But yeah, let's see if we can get one more. All right, future Mike here. So on a little lunchtime walk as I'm finishing up editing the video, but I'm super bummed. I accidentally deleted my reaction to the last ride on Fury and like how I closed out and ended the day. It was really awesome. So what happened was, instead of getting the 1 ride on Fury 325, I got to stay on the coaster for 3 rides. So I got a total of 9 rides for the day. So yeah, back row for all those 3 rides. I did not get off the train. I stayed in my seat. I just unbuckled it, so they could check the restraints every time. But man, what an ending to the day. That was so great. That Fury 325 crew, really, they're like the best out there. I heard rumors that they were a really awesome crew, but man, they're so hype and just awesome to be around. And especially like letting you do that at the end of the day. I think they do that pretty often. Well, actually, I know that because I was able to do that again when I went back to Carowinds on my way back up to Michigan the week later. But anyway, man, such a great day at the park. Thanks again to the Fury 325 crew. I feel like I have to send them some baked goods or something. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. That was a perfect end to the day. Unexpected for sure. So overall, if I didn't say it enough, I had such an awesome day at Carowinds. I would highly recommend the park to anybody who likes theme parks, roller coasters, especially for, you know, extreme coaster enthusiasts like me. They have some of the best rides in the entire world with Fury 325 and Copperhead Strike, of course, which ended up being my favorite. Who knew? But Fury definitely had a lot better rides in the afternoon and at night than in the morning. So keep that in mind. But overall, of course, I'm going to give it a really positive review. How could I not? It's quickly becoming the coaster capital of the Southeast, rivaling Busch Gardens Tampa. So I can't wait to see what the park looks like over the next decade. Should be really awesome. Only downsides really were the locker policy, that they didn't have the interchangeable lockers that you can move from ride to ride. So if they improved upon that, that would be awesome. I mean, that's really the only downside to their whole park flow of things. Well, I guess I would say to the way they handled the fast lane lines earlier in the day. There probably wasn't a need for them, which is why they didn't have the staffing there. But that's just one observation I noticed, that they didn't have somebody regulating when like the fast lane line was supposed to merge with the normal queue. So that's just one other criticism there. But other than that, and the fact that they still have Vortex maybe, which was, I think based on that, is my least favorite coaster I've ever been on. I'm gonna rank that at my bottom. I actually just did my coaster credit count. I've only been on 88, but I'm gonna rank that 88 out of 88 for now, because that was the worst ride experience I can ever recall in my entire life. So other than that, guys, thanks for joining me along the journey here. If you enjoyed the video and the review, go ahead, hit the like button, and subscribe to the channel for more theme park content, news, tips, tricks, and adventures. I've been Mike with Trout Takes, and we'll see you soon.